You're watching The Brief. Let's take a look at the trending stories for the day. President Maithripala Sirisena, who is due to participate in Commonwealth Day celebrations as the chair in office of the Commonwealth, landed in the United Kingdom yesterday.
The President and the Sri Lankan delegation were extended a warm welcome by a special representative of Queen Elizabeth II at the Heathrow Airport. The Commonwealth Day celebrations are due to take place tomorrow with the participation of the royal family including Queen Elizabeth II at the Commonwealth headquarters in Melbourne. The presidential media unit said that the President was extended an invitation to participate in the celebrations as he is a current chair in office of the Commonwealth of Nations.
An accusation of insider trading has been levelled over the latest bond issue of the central bank. Dealers and analysts allege that certain dealers may have privy to information that the central bank planned to raise more than the sum of 1 billion rupees as originally indicated.
It is only an allegation that there has been inside information. We have not established the fact that there in fact was inside information. This is an allegation at this moment. It is possible for anyone to bid any amount at any price as they see fit at a bond auction. We will do an investigation in the most appropriate way. The Prime Minister and I have discussed this with the Governor Central Bank, and in due course we will ensure that an independent investigation is done. See, we have to look at all angles. Now, there are some people who seem to have been engaged in malpractices during the previous regime, continuing to do so now. And this is not only restricted to the bond market, but also equity market.
We also tried contacting Cabinet spokesperson Dr. Rajitha Senaratne to inquire into what steps, if any, the government would take on this controversy. Our attempts were not successful.
China has urged Sri Lanka to respect bilateral agreements and business contracts and protect the interest of its investors following the suspension of the multi-billion US dollar Port City project. The Chinese embassy in Colombo said that at meetings with Sri Lankan Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, the Chinese ambassador Yi Xiangliang also asked the Sri Lankan side to cherish the results of mutually beneficial cooperation between the two countries.
Xinhua news agency reported that the Chinese ambassador had met with the Prime Minister and the Minister of Foreign Affairs over the temporary suspension of the Port City project. In an exclusive interview with Newsfirst today, the deputy head of mission at the Chinese embassy, Ren Fa-Kiang, highlighted the importance of policy consistency to maintain investor confidence.
Now that the Colombo Port City project has been suspended, or more rather come to a halt, has it raised any concerns with regard to the relationship between Sri Lanka and China?
Some people just want to mislead the Sri Lankan people, saying that it is a China-funded project. It is wrong. Your government, your people, do not need pay a single rupee for this project. The Chinese government and the Chinese embassy express our concern over the decision made by the new government. It is our belief that the legal rights of the foreign investors should be protected and respected. As far as I understand, the feasibility study of Port City project has been done, and according to your law and according to the international law as well, that responsibility is shouldered by the government, Sri Lankan government, not by the investor. This project was first initiated during the Ranil Wickremesinghe's government in 2004. It is at the request by that government, a Singapore company has already done some project initiation. At that time, it's 120 acres. That's my knowledge. The government is very much important for keeping the confidence of the foreign investors on your country. If in each government change, there is a change of policy of investment, there is a review of a project, there is a stopover of project. So if you are foreign investors, what will you think? Will you come to invest in a country?
Meanwhile, Deputy Minister of Justice Sujiva Sena Singh says that new laws are being compiled to investigate allegations of large-scale fraud in transactions with China.
The Chinese government will not immediately give us the information on who struck agreements with China and who was involved in transactions with China. But we know that the Katunayaka highway cost only $4 billion, but they spent $14 million per kilometer. The agreement has been reached for that amount. So how can you catch the rogues? There is no way of finding out where the remaining money has gone. So how do you catch the rogues? We know they are the rogues, but we cannot catch them. We are compiling laws and regulations for this.
අනපනත් නීති ගේන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා.
Two people were killed and 7 others injured in an accident that occurred in Rilhena, Palmadulla yesterday.
This is the Rilhena area on the Ratnapura-Palmadulla main road. CCTV cameras captured the moment the accident occurred when a 3-wheeler travelling from Palmadulla attempted to overtake several vehicles. The 3-wheeler had collided with a motorcycle before crashing into another 3-wheeler. A family of 4 had been travelling in the 3-wheeler. While both mother and father were killed in the accident, both children were rushed to the Palmadulla base hospital. The motorcyclist, who sustained serious injuries, is being treated at the ICU of the Ratnapura General Hospital. 3 people travelling in the second 3-wheeler were also injured and are being treated at the Palmadulla base hospital.
That's a wrap of the brief for the day. I'm Chaturang Hapwarachi for the News First team, reminding you to always stay briefed.